In this problem, we are looking for the shaded area in between the two IQ scores 108 and 126. We are given the mean, which is 100, and the standard deviation, which is 15. So to begin, we start out with listing our x values and our z scores. Now to find our x values, you take our standard deviation, which is 15, and you would minus it to get the lesser values, or you would add it to get the higher values. Like you take 108, minus it by 15, you get 93. Take 93 minus 15, you get 78, and so on. Or if you're adding it, you take the higher number, which is 126, add 15, and you get 141. Now to find our z scores, you would take our z table, and as you can see, it lists a bunch of different z scores. I just took 236 and I put it at the end because that's as high as we need to go. And then for the lower side, I took like about -2. Just so we can kind of see when we get our z scores, these values are our x values and our z values. You kind of tell us if we're in the right area, if we figured it out. So after that, we use our formula, and the formula we use is the formula converting to a standard normal distribution, which is z equals x minus the mean divided by the standard deviation. So then we list all our values. We have our two x's, which is 108 and 126. We have our mean, which is 100, and standard deviation, which is 15. So we find our first z-score. I started out with the x value of 126. So z equals 126 minus 100 divided by 15. And when you type it into the calculator, it equals 1.73. So to find our area for our z-scores, we take out our z-table again, and we look in the positive area, and you look for 1.7. Now our next number after 7 is 3, so you look for 0.03, which is 4 columns over. 1, 2, 3, 4. So our area is 0.9582. So when you write that number down, and that is our area. Now if we were just looking for that area, our parabola would look like this. X equals 126, our z-score is 1.73, and that would be our shaded area. Now we're looking for the next z-value, z-score. Z equals 108 minus 100 divided by 15. Our z-score would be 0.53. So you take out our table again, and we look for 0.5. Now our second number is 3, so we go over to 4 columns until we get to 0.03. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So our area is 0.7019. Now again, if we were just looking for that area, our parabola would look like this. X equals 108, our z-score is 0.53, and that would be our shaded region. Now you take those two areas, which is 0.9582, and you minus it by 0.7019. Now, if you're a little confused, the way I view it is you look at your parabolas. So we got our first parabola, which for our area for our bigger score is 126, and that would be your area, and you minus it by our lesser value, which is 0.7109. So you take this area and you're minusing it by this area in order to get this area. And our answer is 0.2563. Now, before we circle our answer and say that's the correct answer, we must check our work on our calculator. Now, to do this, you press second vars, and that will bring you to norm CDF. Now, then you type in your lower x value, which is 108, comma, your higher x value, which is 126. You take your then you go comma the mean, which is 100, and comma the standard deviation, which is 15. And it will give you the answer 0.2563, which is our correct answer. Our calculator checked our answer.